Yeah, all right. Party, yeah. I'm actually not a very good drinker. But my friends are always like, drink it, chug it, slam it. And I'm always like, I can't. It's a daiquiri. It'll hurt. I don't want to swallow the umbrella. I am not a manly man. I know I look like a quarterback, but inside I am all cheerleader. Yeah. I'm actually a huge people pleaser. Whoa, shocker, right? Yeah, like even when I'm in an Uber, I'm like, hey, do you want me to drive? Take a load off, pal, you know? I figured out what Uber drivers do not like at all. Oh, hugs goodbye. But it's like, if you didn't want one, why did you take me to the airport? I'm from Wisconsin. You don't know how I was raised. I definitely have that vibe about me. Like, if I sat down next to you on an airplane, you'd be like, oh, this guy's gonna want to talk. And I do. I want to talk so bad. I choose the middle seat on purpose just so I have more options. Yeah, I'm like, hey, what are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about putting on headphones. A lot of people have been talking about that. But I don't know if you guys can tell by my deep, tortured eyes, but I've been through some stuff. Like, I went through a breakup last year, and I don't know if you guys have ever been through one of those, but oh gosh, wow. It is so fun. Because you get to play a game called Am I Gonna Cry in Public Today? I was crying so hard one day in public that a crying baby looked at me and stopped crying. Like, dude, how full is your diaper? But crying is such a weird thing because when you're crying alone, you're like, nothing is worse than this. But when you're crying in public, you're like, this is worse. I was in an airport going through this breakup. I felt a cry coming on, so I convinced myself that if I just ate a sandwich, I would have enough energy and calories from the sandwich to suppress the tears. That's not a thing. I'm pulling the sandwich up to my face. I'm like, if you just eat this, you won't cry. And at that moment, a businessman in a hurry smacks into me, and my sandwich goes, and one sad olive was rolling away. And I was like, everyone's leaving me. And then I just started bawling over my sandwich. But it didn't sound like regular crying. Have you guys ever been to the point of pathetic hyperventilation where your crying sounds like pulling a straw in and out of a fast food cup lid? That's where I was at. I was like, I just want my sandwich. I want to eat it right now. And the most amazing thing happened. Instead of judging me, the businessman just panicked and he started giving me money. He's like, oh no, there's a 1, there's a 5, that's a 20. Why isn't this working? It works on my children. He gave me $38 on a $7 sandwich. And when he walked away, I had an epiphany. I was like, oh my gosh, I just mugged a man with my feelings. That's not a weakness, that's a superpower. But this story has a happy ending because I just started dating a new girl and I'm totally falling in love, you know? Yeah, oh, thank you, yeah, I am. Oh, yeah, we met on an airplane. I was like, yeah, middle seat's working out. Oh, your headphones are broken. We got off the plane and she texted me. She's way cooler than me. She texted me HMU, which I now know means hit me up, right? I didn't know that. I thought she was just spelling out the sound it makes when you send a text message. I literally thought she wrote, what? So I replied, ew. She wrote, no, what? I wrote, yes, ew. Finally, she called me. She goes, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean? She goes, mine means hit me up. What does yours mean? And I go, oh, mine means E and then ew. And I swear to you, the first time I kissed her, I lean in and I go, ew. And she goes, what? I was like, I want to marry her, you know? She's way kinkier than me, because everybody is. She goes, what are you into? You know, like in the bedroom. And I was like, consent. All right, I'm Pete Lee. Thanks for being a great crowd. Thank you very much.
Pete Lee! Wow! That's how you do it right there. Pete Lee. For more, check out PeteLee.com.
It's on and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.